Here is all the Sims 4 Occult Sims ranked, considering gameplay depth, powers, customization and general fan factor. Remember to subscribe and hit the like button. Number 7 is a plant sim, because basically they are just regular Sims who right now is having kinda basic powers in here. They look fine. I love that you need to have a little bit work to do, that you can turn your sim to a plant sim, but basically they have only this little day or lifespan, how many days they can be plant sims, and after that they turn into a normal sims. They don't have any interactions with other sims that they could enhance, and the gameplay is basically just around with the plants, and that you can interact with them, absorb energy from them. You need to take care of your water need from absorbing power from the plants, or just taking showers or drinking water. Basically, you can't even have the plant sim babies, which is really boring because we could have to do that in the Sims 2, so I don't know. They're just very basic. Number 6 is the Mermaids, and they are really beautiful occult, and I love the Mermaids overall. But somehow, with the island living, they didn't get so much gameplay with them. They can swim in the water, they have different needs, especially this hydration in here. They can call dolphins and be friends with the dolphins really fast. With other Sims, they can siren call, mermaid kiss them, or have different kind of lullabies which make changes with their moodlets or with their needs. And also they can have some kind of different... Oh, here they went. No personal space, please. But here I was saying they can also change weather or environment, things that you can do. So they have a few more things to do from what plant sims can do. But mostly they are just beautiful creatures which really need overhaul and skill tree system, which modding community has done really nicely. Number 5 is alien sims, which basically don't have any new needs in there. They can make themselves disguise, as you can see right there in here, and of course they would benefit also from the skill tree, and I wish they could have overhaul, but I think that is just wish thinking. But there is few cute animations or interactions that you can do with the other sims. Example, you can create very nice storylines when memory erasing the another sims. Maybe you didn't like your lover, or maybe you are a little bit insecure with your loved one, and before starting to dating you can start analyze personality or empathize their sad feelings, and that way manipulate your way to that Sims life. And of course with this occult we can have alien babies, which is really cute. I love it. They have their own world, the Zigzam, that you can travel from the wormhole or with the rocket ship. And people who disguise that you are alien has a moodlet that they are really scared, or they are uncomfortable, or they are happy about it. And also your own sim, which is alien, gets moodlet that they are uncomfortable about that they have revealed that they are alien. I love aliens, they are so much fun, and it is sad to have them in low in this list, but they could have a nice overhaul with them. Number 4 is Spellcasters from Realm of Magic, which are really nicely done. They have good things with them. There are other occults which are better done and are more fleshed out, but they are pretty nice. They have this own realm, and also they get their own magic world with it. You can practice 3 different magics, which are practical, mischief or untamed. You can brew potions, you can bind with familiars, and also there is a skill tree with the spellcasters, which is maybe a little simple if I could say, but basically it works just like other occults that we are having right now in the game, that you need to practice your occult skill and that way gain the level or points or XP in here, and when you level up then you can unlock new perks or interactions from here. They are actually really fun, and there is really many ways to play with the spellcasters, but I don't know, they are missing something that we are with who we are having at the higher in this list. But it is fun that you can have this big giant cauldron in here and you can just cook mac and cheese in it or experiment new magic potions. In a third place are vampires, which are really cool and I'm loving it. Breaks my heart that I need to put them in the number 3 or 3rd place. They also have this amazing skill tree which you can unlock new awesome abilities, and when you level up this skill tree you also get these little quirks or weird stuff that makes your vampire Sims life really hard. Also there is new world with the vampires, there is actually lore, deep lore with the vampires, with Vatores, or how do you say it in English. There is some kind of power hierarchy with the vampires. Example here, Caleb is a stronger vampire than I am, so I can request vampiric training in here. There is few things in the needs bar that are different than with the normal Sims. There is this vampire energy which you are using while you are doing the occult interactions. You need to drink plasma from other Sims or from the plasma packs, or grow your own tree where you can eat these plasma fruits. And if people finds out that you are a vampire, you get really negative buff for your relationship with that, which is pretty nice. I wish there could be more interactions or more ways that other Sims react to the vampire stuff, because there are people who would be maybe positively surprised that your neighbor is a vampire, right? And they also have 2 new aspirations. One is Master Vampire, which basically you wanna rank up your vampire skills, and then there is this Family aspiration where you wanna make good vampire family. So basically with this occult you can make your Sim good or bad vampire depending on what your story is in the game. And of course we have Lad here. I think I don't need to introduce him anymore, but yeah, vampires are so cool. The second place go to the ghosts, which get a huge overhaul with the life and death expansion pack, and I'm really loving ghosts in here. Basically they get all new needs in here, but practically they are just the same as with the normal Sims, so that didn't change. They have this good and bad skill tree or ghost mastery where you can decide what different interactions your ghost can do, and depending on what you're choosing they are making things chaotic or more harmony in the Sims life. And same with the spellcasters, they got this healthy stamina or power stamina, that when they are using their occult power, the stamina is going lower and lower, and you really need to recharge it before using the occult stuff. With this new overhaul, we get this new beautiful expansion pack world in here. Well, we can't think the worlds when we are ranking the occults, but still it's kind of nice that we are having this. But what I'm most impressed about is that there is like this ghost mechanic really goes beyond this whole Sims life. You start with this Souls journey where you do these bucket list things when your Sims is alive, and after that you unlock these ghostly Souls journeys, and these are not anymore bucket list things, they are called unfinished business that your Sim wants to do after they died. And when you accomplish those things, you can go to this river that we're gonna have with Enchanted by Nature, and here you can choose rebirth yourself and start a new life as a living Sim. Oh, and here's our next occult. Maybe we go there then next. And number 1 spot we are having for the werewolf, and I know this is kinda controversial that I'm putting this in here, because I think that ghosts have really good gameplay stuff and also vampires, but there is something that I really enjoy and love about werewolves. As you can see, there is this fury mechanic. When your Sim gets temperaments or they are doing things that makes them uncomfortable, they gain fury, and after that they turn werewolf, and then you just need to see that they are rampaging around the world. And of course there is a skill tree here also, and these all skills are really cool, and you can decide is your werewolf good or bad, and while you're werewolf you can unlock certain things, and here you can decide is your werewolf more human sim-like or is it just really a beast. There is a mechanic with the full moon. Oh, actually there is a full moon right now. When there is a full moon, they just turn werewolves and you can't do anything about it. And here is the werewolf world, which is really nicely executed. And what I'm mostly impressed about, and this is why the werewolves are number 1 in my ranking list, is because they are having so much lore, and that lore is interacting with other occults. There is rivalry with the vampires. There are places that you need to search to find those lore stuff. There is actually quite interesting background story with the spellcasters. And now when we are getting fairies, they are also once again having a little lore with the fairies, which I'm really loving. But of course there is a downside. When they get this fairy, people get really annoyed that they can get it really fastly. It depends on what temperaments you are getting. I love that you can't choose those temperament, they just unlock them by self. Example here is one called Racked with Guilt, which means that when your sim is sad, they gain extra fury to this bar. And while they are this fury form, they just destroy everything that is going on in here. I don't know what this sim is doing, they are just standing there. But yeah, I think the werewolves is really well done, really detailed, really deep experience with the world, with the lore, with the systems they are having. They are having this back system that they can join to the back, and after that they have this rivalry pack that they are fighting. And of course there is Greg, is he right now in here? Yeah, which you can challenge and then become the alpha werewolf of all the sim worlds. Why is he having engagement ring? But yeah, and also Greg is having really interesting lore, so that's why I think the werewolves are the best occults in this game. So I think this is all today. What do you think? What is your tier or ranking with the occults? Special mention to the servo bots. I didn't include them in here because they are a little bit different, but I'm really loving, and especially this goofy animation when they are rampaging with the cell phones. I see you in the next video, and happy simming. Bye!